Welcome back. It seems that for some reason, actually there is a problem with Tomb Raider Legend in terms of that it does not want me to continue from where I left off. So that creates a question, should I start it over? To be honest, I have no preference. It really doesn't bother me to start it over. I barely managed to punch through to first levels and they're extremely short. So that shouldn't be a huge problem. I was barely after the retrospect from Peru, so I just went through the entire... Yeah, the whole game is like 4 hours and it doesn't take forever to actually make up the progress, to be honest. Oh shit. Forgot to switch off the music. Yeah. Probably at some level cutscenes take longer than probably take longer than the game itself. And I also glitched the game because apparently Legend does not like to be alt-tabbed. So I just restarted because the game says fuck you. Don't ask. Is Legend for you on PC? If anyone once more questions the fact that these games require a review and entire revamp of the state in which they're in, I will slap them in the face. So when you go to the main menu, it claims that I have remembered, it remembers where I was. But if I continue, if I resume the game, it just tells me fuck off. Also, 1 second, I want to play it medium because hard was very annoying. Yeah, it's stupid, but there we go.
I've been looking for certain artifacts. Well, for some time now. And an old friend working in the powers has tipped me off about a rather promising man.
What sort of artifacts?
An ornate stone vase. Among other things.
A big rock, but you won't say why. Unless you eat it, then you'll have to wait.
I'll just punch through the level. Took me on the hour 24 minutes to actually get through to mid-Peru, so shouldn't take too long this time. Oh right, that's not a cutscene.
Careful.
Deep breath, Sip. This will be a long trip otherwise.
I forgot you were such an optimist.
I wish it was as easy. What do you mean GBA custom Lara sprites? I do have a list of sounds which some of those are related to Tomb Raider. But I'm not sure if that's what you're referring.
The video is going to make me sick if you keep on swinging, Laura.
I know, but it's just... Oh, you mean the graphics? The pictures of Lara and all that kind of stuff.
here, but I don't see no climber. Yeah, well, I can't shoot on sight if I can't see nobody. Got worked up thinking I'd put someone down today. Now there's nothing. He owes me one. Hell yeah, I'll tell Rutland myself.
Any idea who he is or who he works for?
I haven't the foggiest, but he's deliberately unremarkable.
Is that good or bad?
It's deliberate, which isn't good.
Found your fancy Lara images that are pixelated. I'm not sure what you're referring to. No, my main screen doesn't have a lot of that because I'm using an entire overlay preset. If you're referring to like pause screen, like this, yeah, they've been added separately. They're not part of the overlay.
What? It jumped out and started swinging?
Nah, sort of danced around.
Oh,
Screaming, yelling, whatever.
Yeah. Well, I would have kicked the hell
you
out.
mean when the stream is offline? Oh yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
those are the. Those are actually the ones that were released by Crystal Dynamics with a celebration around, I don't know, Tomb Raider 3 or 4. And yeah, and just using that graphic that they've given out as a wallpaper, I believe. With 25th anniversary logo and the pixelated Laras, if that's what you're referring to. Yeah, they're official. They are allowed to be used. Confirmed it with Megan, so they're all fine to use wherever we're using them.
I'm falling in love all over again.
You say that to all the ruins.
I'm a terribly lucky girl. And here come the bloody tourists to spoil it.
Your gear doesn't pick up detail that small. What do you see?
Men with guns. Mercenaries by the look of them.
What are they doing there?
Getting into trouble.
Yeah, they've been allowed to us to be used. Yeah, they've just used them. Some of them are my emotes as well because it was fine to use them that way. Now what I need is to just run onto the rolling rock. Yeah, Rutland's men aren't really right. I think they're great. I think we really could use more of that kind of stuff. Doesn't necessarily have to be a promotional stuff. It's just very cool that they're giving us that kind of stuff for the anniversary.
was always painful. Amateurs.
Glad you're on your toes.
It's a useful survival skill.
What's all this stuff for? Moving heavy materials deeper into the mountain, probably. Sometimes ancient builders had to tunnel around hard
Oh,
rock
seriously.
deposits.
It's the first time it didn't work for me. There we go.
Is that a jaguar? Why predators attack prey larger than themselves is a mystery.
And a pity.
Is that a skull of a monkey or a person? Spooky. Cunning.
Nope.
Looks like you're
It's a pity I can't turn these off.
going forward.
I don't need those.
Yes, but how?
With patience and persistence.
Right, let's get done with this riddle. One camera, gone. I want to do this with a one try. And to do that, still not dead, are you?
Someone picked an unfortunate place to hunt.
Man, this place is weird and complicated. It probably wasn't so back when it was fully furnished. We're looking at the stripped-down version of what's left 1,000 years later.
I hope that'll do it. It's going to give me an edge here. doing this? Made it. Gold secret is mine.
You in one piece?
And still breathing, yes.
I don't even know why they put these jaguars. I think they just put them for those places not to be empty. There's no sense for a jaguar to be in this pit. It wouldn't have gotten here in the first place. It wouldn't have survived here for longer than a few days. It's just no sense. It would make more sense if there were some deadly traps here, but there aren't any. Except for the height.
It's the center of the evil Coat-Rack Empire. None of this appears in any of the literature, but I'd say they're ceremonial in nature.
If that's the case, it's not a ceremony I'm keen on witnessing.
Seriously?
is more than one. Father, you were right.
What was that?
Keep yourselves caffeinated, lads. We've some work ahead of us.
Means we're still alive. Can't complain about that.
Well, Bolivia's done. Peru is easy. Just need to tackle that stupid bike ride. I am playing on a gamepad, which is making it a bit more difficult than normally. Yeah, thank you. I don't need this. Game. Fuck you. Which scene makes no sense? This whole shootout scene?
Anaya called on her cell. She's got mercenaries after her.
Tell her I'm on my way.
Right.
Oh, you're looking for sense in Tomb Raider. Okay. I hate to break it to you, but if you look at half of the events that are taking place in Tomb Raider, they don't make any sense. They're just for the game, for the fight, for the fun of it. Same thing. Singular woman comes out of a tomb in Egypt in Last Revelation, and then suddenly she's surrounded by tons of armed men and a guy with a jeep, which has tons of explosives at the back. Tomb Raider logic then and there, same thing. Well, you can assume that Rutland knew that she's going to pursue it, and that she's going to pursue the hinted thing in Paraiso. He mentioned it, I mean Rutland mentioned it, I think deliberately to Lara, so I think for the sake of itself, I think it makes sense that they start to kill her. Like, it's an attempt to underline the importance of whatever happened in Peru. I mean, that's the point. It was just for fun. A lot of things that happened in Tomb Raider were just for fun, not for the sake of having it, because it was either badass or otherwise interesting enough to actually implement. I think that's one of the problems with like Shadow of the Tomb Raider. It's not very widely perceived as a good game because they didn't introduce a lot of pointless gunfights like they were like in Rise, where you literally were just constantly under siege, and it made no sense story-wise. Because, yeah, again, she's alone everywhere. There's just no point to many things that are happening. Just do them for fun because they can. Fuck off. Yeah, of course you have to throw that bloody bike underneath my feet. I mean, wheels. I like Tomb Raider like this. Not everything has to make sense or have logic. It's just for fun of it. Like, Lara didn't have to do all these acrobatics, but she could, and that was fun for me. I missed those times where she could do a lot of traversal in the most acrobatic sense and way. Hey there, Spitfire. How are you, friends? I have to disagree with that notion because Shadow of the Tomb Raider actually did a lot of things in a Tomb Raider way. Like, there was a lot of exploration, larger emphasis on on the world, on the exploration, on the tombs. The tombs were also a bit more elaborate than Rise. Rise was just a huge combat field. It was constantly under siege, and it was very annoying to me anyway. I think Rise is overrated, straightforward, and very blunt. It's just retelling of Reboot's story. If you didn't play the first game and you played Rise, you'd think it was an awesome game.
What's happened?
But in relation to the first game, it's just like very much repeated. Well, I think it's better than Rise, but then again, reviews also said and gave Rise of the Tomb Raider 9 out of 10, which I don't think that game deserves in any way, so...
My God.
Lara, over here.
Kent?
No intention of talking to him. Yeah, I tend not to listen to reviews because they are written by people who are either, I don't know, paid to say certain things, or they just really don't know the series too well. They're just from outside. And if you're reviewing a game without context, then sure. I don't think there was any point into making Reboot into a trilogy, to be honest, because it doesn't do anything. You don't know anything more about Lara after Shadow than you knew about her after the first Reboot game. There was just no point in making them. But they did them, they made them, and they were happy about it, and they made money out of it because milking money out of redoing the same thing over and over makes sense. It's the curse of Tomb Raider, to be honest. Every single era had the same problem. Let's publish more and more games at the shortest intervals, so they will still stay relevant to one another, and so they will be supporting one another. I'm sure Shadow did make money. It just didn't make enough because they had too big expectations, as always. Square really has too much bloated expectations for Tomb Raider, which are also very mediocre games recently.
Everybody's dead. There's something. I don't know what it was. I only saw.
To be perfectly honest,
I think this is a terrible cutscene.
The same way as the water, I hope. If you get a call from Anaya, patch her through straight away. I'm a little concerned about leaving her by herself.
I'll keep her company.
No, they're not. Crystal Dynamics is too adamant to, like, Church, it's Sunday already. Tomb Raider Church, yeah, it's Sunday sermon. Sit back and listen to the preachings. Welcome in, Top Young, by the way. shit, I went to the wrong one. Oh, made it in time. This one actually is timed, which is something to be remembered.
It was Amanda's.
High tops don't fall off your feet that easy.
It's been unlaced. I never imagined she could have...
Oh right, I forgot to skip the cutscenes. Yeah, we're not gonna get very difficult puzzles, to be honest.
Remind you of something?
The King Arthur myth, yes.
I was
Similar
very
to Dust
surprised positively when Shadow
Will I help
actually
same
sometimes
story.
was a bit
A
of a
youth, unaware
puzzle
of
to
his
actually
royal blood,
go through
rises from
these
obscurity to
tombs.
become
Not
a
all
wise
of them,
king
but
with the
some of
help
them
of
made
a
you
friendly
think, and I
wizard
really
with his magical
appreciated that.
staff or sword. And afterwards he's transported to paradise.
Many cultures share similar legends. The Great Flood, for example. Everyone's got that one too. Laura, get out of there!
I think Underworld was pretty fairly Tomb Raider-ish. Sure, there were a lot of puzzles revolving about keys and levers, but that was the essence of Tomb Raider way back when.
Why, thank you.
And I think Underworld was as close to a proper Tomb Raider as Crystal
This
ever
is
got.
amazing.
At that time, they never got this close ever again.
Oh, I like that one.
It was nice, but it was in the way.
Hazy launch window. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
That must have impressed some villagers back then.
I know it impresses me.
What was Xbox's? Rise was Xbox Times exclusive. Shadow wasn't. Shadows was released on every platform at the same time. Well, that's because the people who did marketing didn't think it requires any more time to be marketed. They thought, I don't know, that the game's going to sell itself. I'm not even trying to understand what they did around promoting Shadow. I don't know if that was a deliberate sidelining or anything else. It's just very annoying to me the way it evolved.
The Queen's Shaman. A dais with a sword set into it, or in this case, Viticocha's staff. This is it.
Do you believe it's the same one we saw in Tiwanaku?
There's more than just one dais, but possibly.
So the shaman would be Merlin, and the staff would be whatever the hell King Arthur's sword was called.
It's called coincidence.
Funny name.
They had
for
a very
sword.
brief promotion period, like there was just barely any. That was weird. It was the shortest marketing period for a game that's about to launch, and it's expected
Sorry,
to be a
I wasn't
big
keeping
one.
track of Anaya. I got distracted, but she seems safe for now.
It's all right. Just let me know if our mercenary friends get any closer to her.
Got it. How will you make it back with the floor missing?
I suppose I'll have to take the high road back.
Well, to be honest, writing has always been a problem for Crystal Dynamics ever since they took over Tomb Raider. Never managed to balance the emotional aspect and the actual adventure. I don't think it needs to have a lot of emotions. I think they just overdid it with the reboot. I'd really hate to see reboot continued at any point. I hope that the unification doesn't happen and or it fails and they don't do more reboot Lara, because I'm sick of her as a character, not those games. The games as themselves are just like, yeah, it's an okay game, you can play it, but Lara is such an annoying character now. Oh, right. Climb the fucking ladder, Lara. Nope. Gender studies graduate, okay. That's one way to put it.
You? She fell down. Maybe we got lucky.
I haven't had any luck today.
The problem is that the third game actually didn't have Rihanna Pratchett in it. Which was probably the best thing that happened to that game, because it didn't have the stupid foreshadowing daddy complex that much exposed. That game received too much exposition for the daddy issues and not enough for Lara for what she was.
I'm getting nothing from either of them.
That wasn't her first game. Then she was brought in to address a few details, and she was like one of the main writers for Rise, and Rise is just the weakest game of the all three. I'm sick of the daddy issues since Tomb Raider Movie 1, and I can't stand them today just as much. I don't know why they brought it in. I have no idea who is responsible for this, but they should be kept away from writing stories.
Thing. It's hard to tell. Jaguar. Thought I saw something. Got her.
And dead. Because she jumped into the wrong direction, which I didn't point her to. Wonderful.
still got an eye on the other line.
Yeah.
Tell her to get under the jeep. Someone's coming.
I hope you found what you were looking for, because I am never coming here again.
I was right. This is all she left behind.
She got out and didn't tell us? Why has she been hiding all these years?
Maybe not hiding, exactly. Just not keeping in touch with old friends. Perhaps she found or learned something down there that she wanted to keep to.
And that's where we finished last time. By the way, forgive me, but this level cannot be played in next gen. I can't stand Lara's face in this attire. So I'm just gonna go back to the current gen. I can't stand her face.
He was trying to pass off forged relics from the Asuka period, and conventional reason doesn't work with Yakuza.
But you let him go.
And now we're going to have a useful conversation. It's turned out quite nicely.
Yeah, 48 minutes would take me like an hour 40
He's in his office,
something.
so he won't be mingling. The bartender will hook you up with him, though.
Ever predictable.
I mean, I do like this graphical level. I think I like it more than I like the next gen, because next gen is very glitchy. If it was fixed, if it worked properly, I wouldn't mind it.
Lady Croft.
It's just that it's very glitchy and it's not perfect on the PC. It's very annoying in the PC, to be honest. So I just like to keep away from it usually. Drama of the hair. Well, you know, it's 2006. There was no hair physics properly made for games.
Welcome, Lara. You have been enjoying my little party?
Totemo tanoshindeimasu, Nishimura-san. When Takamoto arrives, however, it may cause you some inconvenience.
Take care. He is a very dangerous man when his interests differ from yours.
You'd be amazed how persuasive I can be, even with dangerous men.
I am convinced. I am dangerous too, you remember. But please, enjoy the party while you can, and good luck.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I hear the hair physics was probably best. You motherfucker.
this, Lara.
That's why we have to view the problem from a different angle. Namely, the roof. Nishimura gave me the path to the lift, and I'm on my way.
No, that's what you get if you have a ponytail instead of a proper braid. I really prefer the braid, but everyone who loves classics prefers the braid, but you don't get it. Holsters are on the next gen. They're not very good either. Because the they don't fit the pistols. But yeah, she's got holsters on next gen, and if you can see that they don't fit the pistols because they're floaty in comparing to the pistols positioning. So the current gen doesn't have them.
It's not a party until something gets broken.
All right. That building across the street, that's Takamoto's.
He's likely to be on the top floor. This is going to require some creativity.
I don't know. I don't really care. It's everything in next gen is superficial.
Terribly inconvenient, but I may be able to.
They actually used a very cheap trick to achieve the next gen, which is simply add another layer of textures which have a different lighting on them. Basically turning off the base textures, and everything is just on it. You can see that easily because of the way that Lara's model has been made. It's overlaid on the original Lara model, so it can hide the original polygons. Because Lara model will have more polygons in next gen than she has in the base game. I mean, in the OG graphics. Ducati 999. Did I just get damage from that?
Not to 60 in only 3 seconds.
Be careful out there. There's more road foaming there.
Yeah, whatever.
Alright, this is crazy people stuff.
Uh-oh. Who could? I've never seen this cutscene before. I'm using my gamepad, so sometimes I will just misposition the button press.
Alright, this is crazy people stuff.
It is crazy people stuff. Also, these quick time events are crazy people stuff.
Not on that bike, I won't.
I don't think any other game did it in this particular annoying way. I prefer button mashing instead of just pressing the right button at the right moment and you just have a stupid arrow. Nostalgia watching. Welcome back, you got your coffee?
Coffee. The finest organic suspension ever devised. It's got me through the worst of the last 3 years. I beat the board with it.
By playing NES, what the fuck?
Then let's see about shutting it down.
Yeah, these dogs are like super buff.
It's not like they don't know you're there.
You'll see them when I do.
I hate these guys with shotguns in this game. Their shotguns do too much damage in comparison to what Lara does when she's using a fucking shotgun. Fuck off, you piece of crap. I'm not even allowed to use a shotgun. Fuck off. A piece of shit.
Looks like there's no way up.
There's always a way to.
I love shooting these lockers. They always spew papers out.
She's never cared what the people do. She did them a favor. Maybe now they'll read a book for a change. There could be more out there, Laura. Do be careful.
What a lovely evening to be outside.
Uh-oh. You know what that means. I'll get the diamond hydronate.
Right, let's climb the building, shall we? Oh god, this buzzing sound is so unsettling. God, never liked it.
Please don't look down.
Heights don't bother me, Alistair.
They make me positively nauseous. Like I
Well,
told her
that's
Uncle Libby.
interesting.
I'll try my best to keep my chin up, but I do need to concentrate, if you don't mind.
Hurry up, Laura. It's not gonna hold. Hurry, Laura. They'll snap at any second.
These guys are not very bright. I threw him a grenade, he looked at it, then turned around and continued to shoot at me. Makes no sense. That's so stupid. But as it was already established, I don't think it's a museum. I think it was a exhibit of fine arts. Look at all those ugly paintings. I think it was something of an art thing exhibit.
Whoa, hang on. You see
And
that
she
giant
did not
metal hole?
destroy anything in loot, did
You
she?
smell a trap.
I do. Be careful. Good thinking.
Whoops. That normally goes better.
Made it. How bad you hit?
I've been better. Let's not do that.
You should not have come here. This
Let's
is
not
my
do that
province,
again.
not one of your rotten little tombs.
Tell me about the
Okay, I'll just leave them
What
out.
about it? What is it that fascinates you, Ms. Croft?
Let me have a look at it and I'll tell you.
Your persistence will be the death of you.
I fucking hate guys with shotguns in this game. I literally despise them. Hey, Soundy, welcome in. How are you? How's your Sunday? Happy Sunday, friend.
Catching him.
Straightforward approach.
You have just awoken. Well, very well. That's nice. I know you're in a different time zone, so... Nope, still alive. Oh, it's 2 PM, so you're in the UK. Okay, so you're not that much in a different time zone. You just like to sleep through a half of your days. Okay. Ireland. Okay, well that's fair enough. There's no need to wake up if you don't sleep. Oh yeah, I think that's your philosophy, Spitfire. I can't say I could function like that, but then again, oh, let's take care of Takamoto.
You have disrespected me. You have broken into my house. You have killed my men.
I've simplified your payroll.
I love her
And now,
response.
if you don't mind, I'll streamline your inventory.
You speak of this? It is the most prized of my collection.
And why is that?
I am fond of recovering objects from dead Englishmen. In this case, one of your crusaders. Some have even said the warmonger was one of your King Arthur's knights. I do not know how the fool came by it, for it is clearly far older than the 11th century, when your people lived in huts of mud.
And for this reason, you'd rather die than hand it over.
No. For this one!
Oh, let's do him. Let's do him nicely. You can actually prevent him from attacking you by throwing the grapple at him. No, actually I was looking the other way around, I couldn't see. Welcome back, Nita. You just came up to a boss fight. Yeah, you've got a perfect timing. Stupid sword thing. He's not gonna be alive for very long. There we go.
This is it, all right.
Did you see what it can do?
Yes, Alistair, I did.
Nishimura's got a chopper outside waiting for you.
Excellent. Tell him he's my new favorite person.
By the way, I don't know why, but this cutscene looks totally different when you turn on the next generation graphics. I have no idea why, but it just looks so much different.
Thank you, Nishimura-san. I'm very relieved to find you here.
I am relieving myself too. What
Yeah,
about
it's no longer lovely.
Where is he?
It depends on whether he was naughty or nice.
I've got a line on James Rutland, by the way. Wanna go together?
Absolutely. Africa is among my favorite
Professionalism?
countries.
What do you mean? By the way, I swapped to next gen for a reason, because Ghana looks so much better in next gen than in the base generation graphics. Oh, wait, thank you for the compliment. I guess I was just playing these games for so many times. It's a muscle memory, to be honest.
No sign of Rutland so far. Have we worked out what he's doing here?
No, but there's something else. When I was going over the map, Winston said your parents have been there. Your dad worked this site before you were born.
That's not so peculiar. It happens
Why
occasionally.
does she turn on the light? I've got no clue. Nydia, are you ready for this? Are you ready for the view? I mean, not the glitching stairs textures, don't mind them any attention. Oh, you know, the usual.
If all else fails, I can get into the postcard business. Oh, now look at the little termites mucking it all up. That won't do at all.
Looks like they didn't get in from this side. Any idea?
We'll see. I do my best thinking plunging off cliffs.
Yeah, she definitely should work in a postcard business. Instead of writing memoirs, she should just do pictures of the places she was in.
The water's absolutely perfect. I've missed Ghana.
Imagine, like, retired Lara selling postcards from Egypt and Atlantis, or, I don't know, the Niflheim. That would have been so cool. Or like calendars. By the way, there is a flaw in the way they've revamped this mechanism here, and I tend to do it the right way, because if you have a keen eye on details, you will see that if you do the same way that they suggest you do it with the use of the rope, there's one problem. This will be rotating in the wrong direction. I don't know why they didn't think about that, because originally she was supposed to jump and bounce off it, and there was a different cutscene here. In the beta versions at least. But the way I do it is by simply actually kicking this. And it will rotate the right way, which it normally doesn't if people use the grapple. That looks so astonishing even today.
Oh, that's where we put the temple.
Grand entrances are always impractical. It's what makes them grand.
Lara! You're a busy beaver, aren't you?
Oh, look! It's Rutland. Fancy dropping down for a chat then?
Only if you can shoot this far.
You know long-distance relationships inevitably come to an end.
I'd wish you luck with that, but, you know.
Alistair should really have a look at this.
He's still trying to figure out where these sword pieces originally came from. Just you and me for now.
Yeah, that's a pity, because there was a lot of stuff that made a lot of sense but was cut out. And I still don't know why they cut them out. They could have just revamped them if they didn't fit the story. Also, this place was supposed to not take in Africa, but it was actually, I think, in South America. Because originally there was supposed to be a ruin up there where the car is, that was with a very Aztec kind of like layout and visuals. It was painted red and white. You can see that on the beta cutscenes, and there was that 3D screenshot with 360 view of the new Lara model, and you could see in the corner of the map that it was supposed to have some Aztec thing, not an African. Not to mention that Ghana has no ruins whatsoever of that kind of magnitude. There's no even any culture that could have built them at that time.
So what kind of ancient artifact you got there?
The modern kind. Rutland's men must have been using it to move about.
This place looks so cool. I love Ghana. Got all of this water, this lighting.
I've seen this before. In my father's sketchbook. He has been here.
Yeah, we've seen this before, I think. I think I've seen the ruins behind a waterfall at some point. Yeah, it does seem familiar. Lara is being sneaky now. Because the guy has a shotgun. I fucking hate getting hit by a shotgun.
It wasn't Rutland.
He's still about somewhere.
By the way, if you look at it, look how the fog will behave regarding Lara's movement. It's gonna spread around. I don't think it's a fog, but it does have a physics element to it. Just spreads wherever Lara goes through. I don't know why, I never noticed that, but I noticed that recently.
Not very effective for a trap.
Not these days. Something must be jamming the wire.
I feel stronger now.
These guys are already dead. That killed them. Literally, they die. Don't ask me how and why. Dropping them off that ledge kills them. That one's dead. Nope, not yet. Now he's dead. Well, I'm afraid using that rifle is not going to help you, dude. Well, I guess that clears the room.
This water wheel appears to be jammed.
We might never know what it does. That pillar looks too heavy to move.
There's more than one of those could have been spent.
How do you usually tackle this mechanism? Because I noticed that most people will use the rifle. But there is an other way. Yep, you can still kick it off.
Water wheel's got things running again. Congratulations, you got your wish. The place is a death trap.
It needed a woman's touch.
So there are still elements of multiple ways of doing something. It's just not much emphasis on them. That's what irritates me in the next gen, because the waterfall is bugged and it already shows here. By the way, it's always here. As you can see, the effect when Lara jumps through the waterfall always works, whether it actually is turned on or not.
This channel runs directly down to the wheel.
Can't have a wheel without a couple 1,000 gallons of water.
No, it's simply not done.
There's simply... yeah. This should be fixed like after the game was released. I don't know why they never attended to this. Oh, actually... I don't shoot the kitty. I drown the kitty. Yeah, I know what you meant. No worries. I actually read it, so many graphical bugs, but it also makes sense. Go many graphical bugs, so either way it gets the message through. Well, PS2 never had this graphical level, so it has something to do with it. Because if I turn off the graphics that are like resembling PS2, those glitches will be gone. They're just a problem with the next gen graphics. Welcome back, Osifanto. Welcome back. Just admiring the graphical glitches of next gen. on PC, because that's funny, they are not present on the Xbox version. I have the Xbox 360 version and they're not there. It just makes zero sense. Yep, there are no glitches, no visual issues. It's just the PC that received a very poor treatment. I also intend to play the time trials for Anniversary and Legend after I'm done with the main runs. And I will be playing them on the Xbox 360 versions to showcase the differences of how these games look like. Yeah, I mean, even today that kind of still is the issue, because many games just do not receive proper ports. But this game really received poor treatment if you ask me. There was a way to actually glitch this. Nope, that's not the way to glitch it. By the way, I just killed the kitty. And I just cut a shortcut. I don't have to go all the way down.
Looks good. Think the wheel's turning yet?
Let's have a look.
Because I'm already in the water. If you're hanging off a ledge, Lara will automatically be transported to the ledge below her if there is a cutscene in between. Makes no sense, but that's how it works. Apparently Lara cannot be hanging. And they're still glitched. It should be on now, but it's still glitched. And my game just crashed. An error has occurred. Yeah, I'm kind of aware of it. Get lost with that game. Yeah, that's... Yeah, it's not the first glitch today, so I'm just used to them. I just hope that the game is actually...
that's not right. Run back to the
is going
start
to
and
work.
try again.
Like, really? Okay. There you go. Didn't take me that long. Thank God this game basically doesn't eat any resources these days. It loads up so quickly.
You know, you scare me.
You may want to close your eyes then.
Yeah, it sometimes doesn't work, and I don't know why. Yep, still no capturing the... Grab the fucking rope, Lara. Grab the rope. Sure, not jumping is definitely gonna help us. Fuck you.
There's no avoiding these.
This isn't gonna fly, Laura. It's one of those things he
Oops.
touches you.
Oops. Ooh. What the fuck was that? Oh my god. Come on. She couldn't have just... Yeah, I'm gonna kill her now because I don't like to take unnecessary damage, and this is unnecessary damage. Not even sad or anything. Just fucking... God, she moves like a fucking cow. I hate her responsiveness. I think she was more responsive in AOD respectively, but...
There's no avoiding these.
This isn't gonna fly, Laura. If one of those things even touches you.
They don't touch me if I do it right. Done again.
Remind me later to cancel my membership.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes she just doesn't move. Yeah, that was Laura X. It has stopped working exactly. It definitely looked like it. She was like, oh, I'm gonna glitch now. I'm gonna die now without any indication that it happened. And I'm gonna fly by doing so. Totally going for a secret now.
Narrowly escaping death again, I see.
There you are, Alistair. You found something.
Doesn't this look amazing still?
A few things, actually. I extrapolated the markings on the artifact to get a sense of what the entire pattern would look like. And then I found what... Whoops, we have a problem.
Alistair? Zip? That's odd.
I don't know, I was perfectly fine without them in classic Tomb Raiders. Oh, the fucking camera changing the sequence of jumps. Oh yeah, the comedic value is definitely there. I just don't think it was intended.
Zip? Alistair, do you read me? I don't like this at all. Zip, are you there? Alistair? All those satellites and computers just to perfect the science of talking to oneself. Hello? Are you chaps getting any of this? What the devil are they doing?
True, it was amusing. But I think AOD went a little bit over the top with bugs because it was just... It stopped being amusing at some point and started being extremely frustrating.
Richard. It was Mother's. Zip, can you hear me? Where are you?
Now this is where it gets dark.
What was that?
Hello, thank you for your med pack. No, I don't. I don't even know what the hell that is. By the way, don't shoot next to it. As you can see, it bites. Alright, time for a secret. That's one way to get it. Unfortunately, I didn't even know what Gary's mod is. If it's a game, then no. If it's a mod to some game, then even more no. I just... Not my cup of tea. It takes enormous time to do anything, to learn anything. Just don't like that. I like going over everything from the start. Goodbye. Why is he shooting the bridge? I've got no clue, but... Why is this idiot shooting a bridge? Also unknown. Come on. Come on, coward. Show up. Lara wants to kill you. Bye. Sometimes you just got to aim. Hey Arc Raiders, welcome in. How are you? How's your Sunday? So you're planning to stream later today? Fun fact, this kitty will not leave this room, but also Lara loses the ability to aim at it. I don't know why rooms make such a difference. Oh, you're doing Legend? Ooh, cool. Oh, you're just doing this game dusting. What are you playing then? Oh, so you're doing Legend. Well, sure, makes sense. You did Anniversary, so it's only fitting. Yeah, I think I got all the secrets so far, and I'm doing Pistols Only run. So, there you go. I hate using rifles and shotguns and MP5s and whatever. They're so unreliable. And I really like to give this the classic edge. Yeah, I wish I could ever afford doing collectibles, then my home would be probably full of Star Trek ships and a lot of Lara models and statues. But unfortunately, not a chance for me. I'm satisfied with just playing these games and having the films and whatever.
You came for the Galali key too, then? Perfect.
Pretend I don't know what you're talking about.
I love this conversation with him. This is full of one-liners, especially later on.
Of a fist. And according to Amanda's research, it's here.
Yeah, you got the advantage there.
What do you know about Amanda? Where is she?
So your father did some digging here, didn't he? You know, Amanda thought maybe he found the key.
I don't know what you're talking about. Tell me about that sword fragment you're so fond of waving about.
Well, I have been spending some time with it, and I've learned a couple of things. Let me show you.
Oh, I love the glitchy textures. No, don't grapple him. What the fuck was that? Nope, no healing here. And no here. Now we can take care of you. No healing, Rutland. Now you're gonna die. He fell onto his own grenade. What an idiot. Goodbye, Rutland.
I'm really not your enemy, Rutland. These pieces weren't broken apart. They were designed to separate and reattach. The Galali key does that? I don't suppose you'd tell me where this came from. The Crusades? King Arthur?
History doesn't interest me.
Well, then why don't you stay here and consider the future? Make sure I'm not in it, however. You won't enjoy seeing me again.
Your father might not have found the Galali key, but Amanda doesn't know that. She's at your mansion right now. You better have good insurance.
God, finally! I've been trying to get through for ages. What happened?
This woman just tore her way through the front door. She had some sort of...
Well, he only ended West Point. He did absolutely nothing else. 0 life achievements, so I suppose it just goes with the type of a person he is.
Where?
In Kazakhstan. I found a
I'm not bothered, really.
All right. Do an inventory and try to locate something called the Galali key. Meanwhile, it looks as if I'm bound for colder climes.
Back warm.
I mean to be cold.
I love when she changed the tone and she says, I mean to be cold. I think military schools are overrated. All secrets. Let's go for the glitchy Kazakhstan. Oh yeah, Keely just delivered all these one-liners perfectly. Yep, just as I thought. The game glitched again. It doesn't really like the next gen, does it? But give me a second. Yeah, this is a Steam version, and I know that there is an actual... Actually, there was a fix that allows you to actually get into the levels and play through them. I just had the game patched up. So, trying to remember if I had that file somewhere on my hard drive. No, I actually don't like running it. It doesn't actually touch next gen. There we go, that's the file. Or not. Oh god, why is it so fucking hard to find it? Well, at the very least I can just disable the next gen. I should have saved it permanently because I can't find the file now. I think I might have taken it off. Because there used to be a next gen update. I had it downloaded at one point and I kind of lost it. Oh, by the way, just looking at a empty screen. Sorry about that. How most unprofessional of me. I'm pretty sure I had it saved, but well, I'm just gonna have to play it off the next gen. I had it fixed, and I forgot that by fixing, by allowing the game to update, I will have that overwritten. And now I have it overwritten, and... oh well, I'm just gonna pop the game up because I can't find a workable one, and I doubt that Peixoto's tool will actually help with Next Gen Legends. I mean, I wish it would, but I seriously doubt it. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything regarding graphics, so just gonna ignore it, and I just hope that the game will run without that. I just switch off the Next Gen and we'll be done with it. Sorry about it, guys. I thought I can troubleshoot it offline, but that's not something we can do. Anyway, this Next Gen on PC has an issue with the costume, where there is something wrong with her shoulder pads, and it's just also very annoying.
Now, Lara.
By the way, there's no music because I skipped the trigger which turns it on.
From the frying pan into a nest of hornets.
Like, literally there's no music, and I didn't disable it.
Anybody there? What was that?
Shit. Wow, this is so weird to actually have this game so quiet.
She's over there.
Grenade! Well, that could have gone better, but it's not the worst way it can go to. By the way, there is a problem with Next Gen's Amanda model. If you ever look, her teeth look like she's some sort of monster, because the texture on her teeth is being somehow differently cut out of. I don't know what the hell were they aiming at, but she just looks super weird. Not creepy too, but it's mostly just super weird, and I just can't stand it. By the way, he doesn't see the fingers. Or Laura herself when he's just passing by. Stealth. Let's not talk about stealth kills in reboot games, because until Underworld there was no proper stealth in that game, in that series whatsoever. So let's not even talk about reboot and stealth.
There's a keypad here, Zip. Do you know any good Kazakh codes offhand?
No, but I can hum along if you do the singing.
If anyone asks me, Zip is completely useless right now.
American?
Oh, this is so hilarious.
And it looks like we share an enemy. Where's your command center?
Не отвечай ей! Что здесь нужно?
Погоди! Если она использует код без ключа, то сработает тревога, и центр пришлет нам подмогу.
Да ты шо?
Мы здесь охраняем только снег и звериную мочу, или ты хочешь сам идти?
Through the gate. The code is K1879.
Спасибо. Разжилайте мне удачи.
By the way, they're still in music.
I don't know what the hell you guys were talking about, but I think the gate they mentioned is up ahead.
Lovely. That keeps things simple, doesn't it?
Where do you think they're going? You know phonetic version of Russian, Spitfire, do you? And then there's music in the cutscenes. I don't know what the fucking happened, but the game doesn't have music in the gameplay.
The lab wouldn't be visible from above.
I've never had that bug
We
before.
need maps. There it is.
Oof, that's a hike.
You
I'm
know
not
the
walking.
phrase, okay.
There's a military transport train that runs past the lab. It looks like Amanda's boys are ahead of me. I'd better run.
Whoops. Satellite feed showing your train's about to roll. You better run. Fast.
Yeah, that was actually very cool. And lost fingers. Well, you learn how to fly. Or speaking Russian when you are encountering the Russian mob in the village. Why didn't the grenade explode?
I have a better idea.
Oh, I never knew I can run into that. What the fuck? Oh, I hate this section. It's even more annoying than in Peru.
They're decoupling the cars.
They're so freaking accurate. They really took half my life. I don't want to waste my medpacks on these wimps. And what's worse about this level is that you need to kill them to go through, because that's the only way that triggers, the only thing that triggers progress here. Yeah, sure, why don't we lose more damage because of stupid gameplay designs? Sure, let's bring 2 guys with shotgun. Already lost 2 med packs. Well, you mean you didn't finish the Kazakhstan level? Have you, Lara? Whoa. And then he says she's showing off. Then decide, do you want her to do that again or show and stop showing off? And she never shows off. I really think that this vehicle handling should have been done. Should have had more work on it, because it's just pure awful. Get away with it from me, stupid shotgun. Stop being so fucking accurate, you're annoying me. Go away. I'm still playing this on the gamepad, so bear with me if I will make terrible mistakes and die. This vehicle has not been designed for gamepad. I mean on PC, because on Xbox it's perfectly normal because the button mapping is fine. They just didn't port it for Xbox controller, and it's just so cool awful. Get away! Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the invisible tree. Oh no, that sounds terrible. Is it a glitch? Is that a bug of some sort? Your mother's in range, fuck off. don't think there's much of the versions. It's not on GOG. I did have the retail, but it worked the same way as the digital, so... Sounds like a weird bug. I've never run into it, actually. Of course you did. As if you didn't know, Lara. Just out of curiosity, can I already enable the Kazakhstan next gen? Yeah, I can. Look at her shoulders. What? I did press the right... Ooh, that must have hurt.
Oh dear. Back to the start if I want to...
No, shush. Nope. I mean, that was a Mario death for the train, but not for Lara. Obviously.
Phew. I feel like I just lived through a train wreck. How about you? Undoubtedly.
Amanda's already inside, and the door's sealed.
So now what?
There's a vent on the wall to the right of the cargo door. The fan's running. She's got the power on.
How will you get in?
Oh,
One way or
stupid camera. I fucking hate the camera in this game. I mean, every Crystal Dynamics game camera is a bitch. They always have an angle that they want you to look at the character, no matter that it's impractical. It's always gonna change for you. It's always gonna annoy you.
Getting colder.
Well, you're not wearing a jacket, so that might have something to do with it. Really?
It looks as if you've stumbled into another tomb after all. I wonder what he's doing in here.
He's been trying to get out since the 50s.
Oh yeah, the music is so grim here. Love it too.
Probably a proper end for a scientist. The experiment's gone wrong. The KGB sealed the facility. Tried to escape through the vents, but it is much colder in here than it was outside.
Oh, lovely glitchy textures.
Heater must be one of them. Look at the lights. She's only found the emergency power.
She came in through the main doors. I don't think she's been here. Looks like there's a generator on the other side of the room. She would have started it.
There's a lot of dialogue lines that people miss, like
It's a map of the facility.
this one.
Very retro. It probably looks like a carnival sideshow when the power's on.
And this one.
It sounds as if it's out of fuel.
Also, until I was watching Trinita, I totally forgot about the secret here, and I was always wondering, what secret did I miss? And yeah, Laura always has to jump the wrong side.
What the hell's going on around here?
What happened? What did I do?
That should do it. You have to admire
And there's
this
another
map's
line.
simplicity.
And what do you know? It looks just like a carnival sideshow.
By the way, there is also something wrong with the shoulders here. The right one does not match the left one. The left arm is a bit rounded and the right one has something on it.
I wonder if that's toxic. I guess it's coolant. But who knows what kind of lethal crap the Soviets were using.
I'd rather not find out firsthand.
Shut up, Zip. Yeah, it's green. How harmful can it be? It looks like plants, really. It's just probably plant-based. Damn it, Laura, I'm busy.
Hey, that's her.
Amanda?
Damn it, Laura, I'm busy.
Look at her
I see you've
teeth.
changed your look. That was you in Bolivia then, with Rutland.
I've been all over, and I'm going to places you can't conceive of. You're the one being left behind this time.
Something wrong with Amanda's teeth.
I'm sorry, Amanda. If I'd known that you were alive, I swear I would have done everything I could to save you.
Please. I got over that a long time ago. You know what really used to bug me, though? When I got out and saw that you left without even trying to... What is it archaeologists do?
Like every single tooth is separate.
Right. Dig.
I don't know what the hell is wrong with that.
Whatever. Don't let her follow me.
Her lipstick is... I think it's more in between her teeth.
Maybe it'll help you.
No, it won't.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Getting crazy interference on the video, too. I'd say what we have here is one of Nikolai Tesla's toroidal coil guns. Except that would be impossible.
You may be right. It doesn't seem to work very well.
Well, they theoretically need a lot of power, like from that Tesla tower across the way. If you could get that Tesla tower fired up, wow. I never thought I'd get to say that.
Bye, dude.
We might be able to bridge the gap somehow.
Wow.
That's not how electricity works, by the way.
That's just ambient discharge. The tower was on.
This is like a Mario game
And if I were the
solution,
energy
really.
Where would I be?
Up top.
A wandering electrical discharge. It's not how electricity works, it's a metal item, it will be covering the entire thing. Was this made for 10-year-olds? This game was made like it was for 10-year-olds who don't know anything about the world. Fuck you! Stupid game. I didn't touch that. I fucking hate this part.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, I get it that Zip is American and his reactions are purely American, but did the game have to be that treating the players that stupid? I know the effect looks cool. I love their electricity and power effects, but it still doesn't change the fact that it's ridiculous. Because the metal pipe she's climbing on is metal, and it could be perfect conductor.
Another scientist. No warmth for him up here either. They funneled Tesla energy into the artifact, and there was an enormous discharge of some sort. The KGB shut down the operation, removed the core, sealed off the lab in sections.
No offense,
and left
Americans.
behind those. Can the tower be powered up from here?
Not without the core. Looks like it's not here. I guess that's what those tracks in the floor are for.
What are those hanging cords and sockets?
Decoupled high current cables. You're lucky they're off, or you'd be standing in the middle
Interesting. Lara doesn't cast shadow on them. Just beneath them.
Okay, there's a core up ahead.
Locked.
How did you land a fucking shot that she's moving? Fucking hate this.
Might be able to juice it from the control room above you.
There's heavy debris on the track. I don't see how I can move it.
It doesn't matter if the core doesn't have power. Get it charged, and then we can deal with that.
Hello, Laura.
What the? How the hell did you get on this channel?
Hush, Zip. She must have taken a headset.
Oh my
while
god,
she was
Lara's nails are
rearranging
so
her office.
terrible.
You're so smart, Laura. Do you know why the Soviets called their project
Oh my
Carbon Echo?
god.
It's the castle where
That was
Lancelot
cruel.
sought the Holy Grail. Not the first connection.
Really,
to
Lara?
Nephilim
Really?
across.
What about the last chance
She
grab?
calls it a limited word for a limited perspective. You are always such the scientist. You're probably right at home with all these Tesla contraptions, aren't you?
As much as anyone, I suppose.
Because the fucking camera has to change here every
Power in the
time.
artifact that literal minds
Who
can't
made
handle,
this
and it
game?
destroyed
I
them.
want their heads
So don't
hanging
push the wrong buttons.
like,
You'd
on
better
my
not
mantle.
But I know which ones are the right ones.
You've learned to read Russian since I last saw you, Amanda.
She hung up. What the hell was that about?
She's having difficulty obtaining a sword fragment. She doesn't want to
Shots
blow everything
fired.
up in the process.
Kinda.
Maybe you should have told her what she wanted to know.
By the way, did Ram actually finish AOD for the first time? Or is it taking him the next 5 years to finish that game? Seems very long.
Another unlucky scientist. He writes that at least a dozen of his colleagues were killed in the experiment. The artifact converted the Tesla voltage into something else, a wave of concussive force of some kind.
That's familiar enough. So why were they shut down?
They refused
Boa's
to
fight
repeat
is not the last
experiment,
one. I think
and when
Eckhart
KGB
is going
tried
to
persuade
defeat
them
him.
Otherwise, it got nasty.
Lol.
Is that supposed to stop
have to move it if I can't touch it?
The cable on your grapple is insulated.
Right.
Okay, that's how it works.
Where do you think you're going?
That's how you open that door. Man, I should have worked on mass marketing this tech. Tesla, genius.
What's happened here?
Weird. The core must have powered these cables somehow. And those rails in the wall are the most convenient conductors around.
It's called plot physics, you know. You can't pester plot physics and plot solutions. The wire is covered with plot armor, you know.
That's live.
I know!
Now all you have to do is get the panel out of the way, and we're in business.
Oh. Well, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Okay, Laura, thank you for cooperating. You're gonna be punished now. Yeah, I wish these stores were all around because I would definitely buy some.
It's a she. 10th or 11th century. Probably recovered with the piece we're looking for. It resembles Lancelot's crest, doesn't it?
It would have the bugger had existed.
Oh, what's this now? It looks like a map. Have a good look and see what you can make of it.
What do you think it's for?
Maybe our knight needed help finding his way home. Or perhaps this piece wasn't all he had.
You think he stashed more of the sword somewhere?
Possibly, but the map is useless without a reference point.
I'll work on it. Going offline.
Splendid. A number of mine relics were recovered along with the artifact. The poor fellow couldn't find anywhere to help him study them.
The window texture, by the way.
Why did I like an interest?
They were too contemporary for serious stuff. It seems they date from as recently as the first millennium.
I'm sorry, but am I missing something? How old exactly is this artifact we're looking for?
Older than you'd think.
I don't think I've ever been here. Show me what I can do.
One. know it's hard. That's why I did that this way. And now let's dispose of Amanda's nasty pet. That boss fight is actually curious. I do like it.
Amanda,
Sorry
I'm sorry for what happened.
I'm
But
not
we can
really.
still work together.
There is no we, Laura. There never was. It was just me down there.
Me down
And this. Do you remember it? I touched it.
And
it touched
me
me
back.
I don't think that was a good thing.
I tamed it then. And made it my own.
God! Amanda!
A little friendlier than it was in Paraíso, isn't it? I taught it how to fetch.
You're mad! It killed our friends, Amanda, and it almost killed us!
And it saved my life once I mastered it. It's all about a broader perception. I'd stay away from it if I were you, though. I can still be a little touchy.
Yeah, fuck off.
Stay out of its way, Laura. I don't control it. I only unleash it. So anything in its way.
This is so easy. Is it a boss fight? Not really. Oh, fuck off. That's the first time it ever managed to hit me. I'd say get rid of it.
I'd like to think some skill was involved. Did Alistair have any luck with maps?
You're not going to believe where this leads.
Oh, you're going to find me extremely incredulous today.
Cornwall.
As in, take the M5 to the A30 call.
Oh my god, Nate.
Well then, let's see who can get there first.
All secrets found. I'm just gonna let the cutscene through, and I'm gonna finish the stream here because I need to take my papa out. I need some time for myself in the evening, so that'll be it for today.
There seems to be a fine line between coincidence and irony.
You sure about that map?
Unfortunately, there was some nonsense about the discovery of the real King Arthur's tomb here years ago, soon discredited. And yet another roadside attraction was born.
Well, let's see what we can see, shall we? At least it should be educational. Either housekeeping should be fired, or no one's been inside for months.
Stop looking at that. Alright guys, thanks you for being here. It took me almost 3 hours to get through all the glitches with Legend and finally finish that TR Lee. I really enjoyed both of these games. Sorry I couldn't stream longer, but actually I do have a buddy who wanted to drop by and he hasn't been around for a few months. He had some dealings, so I'd also like to kind of like get the place ready because yeah, I haven't had any guests for quite a while, so before I do that, I need to be sure I am ready. Let's see, do we know anyone who's actually running anything at the moment, or do we just raid someone randomly playing Tomb Raider? I don't have any one of my friends or people I follow at the moment. Oh, don't mention it, and I do. Lady Wise. I don't know Lady Wise. Who's that? Let me see. Is that someone TRL related or TR related? Yeah, that looks like TR Lee. Sunken City. Okay. Looks like TR Lee related stuff. Let's see. There's Chiuna. I don't know if I didn't butcher her name. She also does TR Lee, if I can see correctly. Oh, she's doing the Forgotten Treasure, the Folklorist Diary. Oh my god. I remember this level was such a pain in the ass. Oh, I think I need to see this. But I'll take a mental note for the future, and if Lady Wise is on, I will definitely have a look. But yeah, the Folklorist Diary is such a interesting level. I want to see how Tuna is actually tackling that one. Yeah, okay. So thanks again for today. I might do a lot of impromptu streams during the week that might be related to Tomb Raider, might really be related to Star Trek, and well, excuse me, if I do receive a certain package after the weekend, then it might also involve my Xbox and PlayStation library to extend it. Wednesday I will try to finish off with Uncharted 4 finally. Yeah, there's a secret package arriving.
What the hell's going on around here?
I have no idea where is it coming from and who sent it, but it's coming, and I'm very curious who's it coming from. But we'll see on probably tomorrow or Tuesday, depending on how quickly they manage to deliver it. But yeah, that's what we're gonna see. Alright, though, thanks guys for dropping in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching me struggle with Legends bugs. Jesus, if someone complains about AOD, I had zero crashes on Angel of Darkness when I played it last time, and Legend crashed for me in so many ways, in so many inconceivable ways. I just couldn't stand it. So if anyone asks, I think we have a contender to the most annoying game that actually took the legacy of AOD quite well. So there we go. I'm just gonna be doing the standard Raiden command.
Warning. Self-destruct sequence has been initiated. Warp core overload in 4 minutes, 55 seconds. There will be no further audio warnings.
So yep, that's it for today. Really enjoyed being with you guys, and I hope we'll see each other during the week. Have a great day. Have a good afternoon, or whatever time of day it is for you. Cool down, Spitfire. Not this time. We're setting up for a raid, and I'll see you around next time. Cheers.